How's it going? Alright, so today was supposed to be the double chub 50K. I was only signed up for the 25K, but with Corona and lockdowns, I decided I needed something to kind of keep me going and something different. So we put out a challenge in ACRC, our run club, to do something fun. I came up with running from the arch all the way to our house, put together a 50K route. So we are starting with the beautiful Gateway Arch in the background, the mighty Mississippi, the great state of Illinois on the other side. This is the most dead I've ever seen it down here, and on the plus side, also the cleanest I've ever seen it down here. The arch grounds looks beautiful right now. So I'm going to be checking in every mile of the 50K today until I get back to my house. So here we go. Get ready to start right there. And we're off. I'll check in a mile. Okay. 1 mile down. Currently on 3rd Street. Beautiful part of town here. I just passed basically our spring and summer route for our group run, for our city run club. Kind of makes me really miss our first Monday night runs right now. Hoping we get those back soon. Missing the crew, so right off the bat, kind of hitting me in my heartstrings. Not so fun through here, but just doing some exploring, taking a little different route. I'll check in a mile. To check in, we're cruising down Broadway. Soulard off to our right, basically on the Mardi Gras parade route right now, with the icon, one of the biggest icons of our city, not the biggest, off in the distance, Budweiser, Anheuser-Busch. It's pretty amazing how little traffic there is out here. I've seen a few people, but basically running down the middle of the roads. There's South Broadway Athletic Club. I'll check in another mile. L3 check-in. Just leaving Soulard, saying bye to Anheuser-Busch, and had a pretty good hop and barley smell, which is one of my favorite smells in the world after living down in Benton Park right next to it for so long. Just brings back so many memories, and just reminds me of those times living down there. So heading up Broadway, about to go past the Lemp Mansion, or Lemp Brewery as well, where I got married. So bringing back a lot of memories from that as well. City has given me so much. It's really neat to be running through it. I'll check back in at mile 4. Alright, mile 4, check in. We're on South Broadway. Basically, just kind of got past the Cherokee neighborhood, which is an awesome neighborhood. Something that I haven't driven down here quite a while. We used to hit up the China King down here back in the day. Yikes. But something that was really neat on this last stretch was the amount of community art centers that have popped up. It's so cool to see, you know, in kind of the downtown area, that there's a focus on, you know, the arts, but also just getting community together and giving them those opportunities. So super cool to see St. Alexius Hospital. Here we go. Starting to see a few more people out and about, but really no one's close to each other, even at kind of intersections, everything. All right, check back in at mile 5. Mile 6 check-in. We're kind of getting ready to roll down the descent on South Broadway down into one of the neater parts of the city, at least in my opinion. It's a cool old area. I always feel like there's a ton of untold history once you start rolling down this way. We've got, it's like a old folks home there, which right now would be a really tough place to be, not only for people working there, family members, people who are living there and not being able to see family. But here's where we're rolling. One thing I love so far is that South Broadway, or Broadway in general, has a path for runners and cyclists on each side. It's been awesome to be able to run on the road the whole time and have a designated area. So way to go, city. All right, back at mile 6. All right, mile 6 check-in. Just passing Belle Reve Park. Beautiful views of the Mississippi up there. Also some awesome apartments, townhomes that overlook too. We got a pretty sweet little mural here. Just heading down South Broadway, more of the industrial kind of area down here. My bike path or running path is now gone. There's a river. All right, mile 6. Just had a spring cocoa berry gel, which was insanely good. Those will be in my repertoire. Kind of using this run as a training run, trying out some new stuff. So I will check in at mile 7. So yeah, check in. Look at these old buildings. Such a shame. They're kind of, looks like they're tearing them down, but all the history and behind all the buildings down here is so awesome. This cool old architecture. A lot of bars, but that makes sense for the area. So far so good, having fun. Like I said, I absolutely love this stretch of Broadway. Oh yeah, I had my first pee. I will not disclose the location, but just say I'm trying to be as smart as I can and avoid going in and out of any establishments. So might not have been a legal place to pee. Don't tell anyone. Check back in a mile. I'm a little late on my 8-mile check-in. I got my social distancing partner. We just got off South Broadway. I absolutely love that. It was such a blast. We're now hitting River de Pere until that ends, and then heading into Shrewsbury and Webster. So I'll check in a mile. Mile 9 check-in. We have added
we got 3 to the house.
Tim and Riley Dog.
Hey.
We're hitting the Greenway. Pretty cool. We're actually right up to where the new bridge is going in. So if you can see there, they got one little section in.
Over to Grant's Trail.
Yeah, be able to connect all the way to where this running career of mine started back in the day. All right, check in a mile. Check in. Still rolling. Still hitting the beautiful River de Pere, the sewage.
It's actually one of the beautiful times right now. Actually.
Yeah, really.
Water's flowing, ducks are in it.
There's not much trash.
Clean. Yeah.
That is the one thing I said early in this run to myself was the arch grounds were the cleanest I've ever seen them. It was beautiful. All right, I'll check in at mile 11. All right, mile 11, check in, still rolling. Riley dog's still kicking it. We saw a guest appearance from Annie on the other side of the greenway. Just cruising, it's beautiful out. No real updates. I had a Rice Krispie treat, it was good. Yeah. I'll check in a mile. 12 mile check-in in Pine Mountain. Little information bomb from Tim over there.
Yeah, a little hill with pine trees.
Yeah. Not a little hill, a mountain.
A
Greenway mountain.
Yeah.
And now we have to go down this massive Pine Mountain descent as well.
Yep.
Don't want to blow up the quads here. Still cruising along, still having a blast. It is gorgeous still. Riley, still kicking it. We'll check in a mile. Alright, mile 14 check-in. Coming up to the monster hill here. But I'm actually hitting the Murdoch cutoff, so it'll wait. I think I forgot mile 13 check-in. I was having too much fun sharing time with Tim and Rich. Got to see Annie and Shelly and the chickens. We are now all roads from here on out. No more greenway. Still feeling good, having fun. I will check in at 15. All right, 15 and a half. I'm getting really bad at this mile check-in thing. We're in Shrewsbury. Just running through neighborhoods is freaking beautiful. Like that home and that home. Just really beautiful part of town. Get close to my parents' house, where hopefully they have put out some water for me. In Webster, cruising along pretty good. 2.5 hours, basically the halfway point. Not really pushing, but holding pretty solid pace. So it'd be nice to be home in 5 hours. We'll see if that happens. All right, I will try to check back in. Back on track. Mile 16 check-in. Just went past Blackburn Park. Still in Shrewsbury. May or may not have found a place in the woods to pee. That's pee number 2. Thing I've seen in Shrewsbury that's really awesome is tons of families out working on their yards together. Super cool. Hopefully those things would be happening without quarantine, but I have a feeling that more families are doing those things together because of it, which is a positive. Alright, here's beautiful Shrewsbury. Getting close to the parents. Check-in at 17. Mile 17, check-in. Getting close to Webster if I'm not already in it. And it's just an amazing town. Love Webster, beautiful. It's nice being able to run through these little neighborhoods and just see so many people out. And just pretty and unique houses too. So getting pretty close to my parents, ready for a little break in the action. All right, check-in at 18. 18 mile check-in, just left her parents' aid station. Got a Sprite and some chips. Touched nothing stayed distant, and washed my hands like a bandit. We're 18 miles in, 16 to go. Wait, 14 to go? Math is hard. 14 to go. One more aid station. Mile 19 check-in. Webster just got off one of the most beautiful roads in St. Louis, if you ask me, South Rock Hill. That sign is important. Yes, thank you, frontline healthcare workers. This is one of the prettiest neighborhoods as well. It's beautiful. About to hit Lockwood, and then from there it's really Webster to Kirkwood to Sunset Hills to Fenton, and we're home just like that. All right, I'll check back in at mile 20. Mile 20 check-in. We are now in Glendale. Forgetting about Glendale. I kind of think it's just Kirkwood, but nice little bike lane again. Moving good. Check in at mile 21. All right, mile 21 check-in. We are in Oakland, Glendale, Oakland, Kirkwood. I think if I said someone from Glendale or Oakland was just in Kirkwood people would take offense to that. But either way, we're in the Kirkwood School District. It's freaking beautiful. At mile 21, woodpeckers are out, people out walking everywhere. A lot of homes for sale. So if you're looking in this area, some real gems. All right, nothing really crazy to report. Still only got 2 P's, which probably means I'm not drinking enough. Feet are starting to hurt, but I think that just comes with running this much on roads. So I'll check in at mile 22. Mile 22 check-in on Geyer Road, Kirkwood. Here's Kirkwood Parks, Rec Center, the scene of my first ever endurance race, the Kirkwood Sprint Tri, where I fell in love with running. This is the Geyer Inn, the scene of one of my first underage drinking establishments back when we were 19 and had an apartment down the street, and I happened to be 21 in Delaware and Pennsylvania. Geyer Inn. It's a nice little spot back then. Do not miss those days, but had some good times back in those days too. All right, check in at mile 23. All right, mile 23 check-in. We're almost out of Kirkwood, and there's one of my collegiate establishments, one of the 3 places I went to classes, I guess you could say. Learned very little and somehow managed to get a degree, which is a cool piece of paper to have, I guess. All right, almost into Sunset Hills. From Sunset Hills, we got Fenton, and Fenton is home. Just hammered down the Kelly Wolf spring gel. That's another good one. So 2 new springs, some Rice Krispie treats, experimentations going pretty well so far. This is kind of the first gross big intersection, Big Bend and Geyer. My first apartment was right down that road. All right, I'll check in at 24. Now 24 check-in. Officially in Sunset Hills. Coming up on Watson Road. Historic Route 66, if you will. Also Coming up on Redco or Panera's world headquarters. Off to your left in the office buildings. I'm feeling pretty good. Ready to get it done. Usually happens around mile 24, 26. Feet are over the road still. But still feeling good. Check in at 25. Alright. 25 mile check-in. As a speedy biker. That was the sketchiest part of the run. Run it before. No real sidewalk or anywhere to get off the road other than just jumping in yards. So this whole thing to have maybe a half mile, 3/4 of a mile section that is sketchy, not too bad. We're getting close to Aaron Kelly residence. I'm pretty good on water nutrition, so it might just be a social distance wave, but getting close. Can smell the barn. See you guys at 26. Alright, mile 26 check-in. Just left the Aaron Kelly aid station. It was awesome to get to socially distance, but hang out with her. She is one of the best out there. Coming up to one of the most beautiful houses in the area. Right there. Look at that property. And Tepawingo. Also, just got done putting in some tunes, rocking some Calvin Harris. I don't care who you are. No way to not enjoy yourself or get a pickup. Listen to Calvin Harris. It's a fact. Ironically, the first song was called One Kiss, and it got to me thinking about how awesome I used to be when I laid out the line to now wife Jamie that if she ever kissed me, she would never kiss anyone again. Boom! It worked. I assume I wasn't sober when I said it, but either way, pretty cool now. Alright, check in at mile 27. Okay, mile 27 check-in. I'm on the Greenway by Minnehaha Park, which is closed, so this is illegal. Oh well. I do love this park for a couple reasons, and that is the just little signs that they have along the way just to remind you to do the right thing. So do a good deed daily, and you may get hurt helping someone. Help them anyway. I think it's fitting right now. Right on the other side of the Merrimack is Fenton. That is home. So we are basically 4 miles from home. So let's knock this bad boy out. I will check in with you guys at mile 28. Mile 28 check-in. About 3.5 miles from home. There's our auto body guy, Jackson's. Give you guys a shout out. Beautiful along the river. Just crossed over into Fenton. We're basically home. I run through Fenton City Park here, up through Fabic Nature Preserve, and then to my beautiful ladies. I'll check in a mile. Mile 29, check in. If you see that brown house up on the hill, if we went Barkley style and I just went straight up that hill, on the other side of that would be the house, which would definitely not be easy, but I'd be skirting a mile. So I guess we'll stay on the Greenway path. We're in Fenton City Park, doing the loop in here. This secret about Fenton City Park, it is Pokemon Go central. People are in here crushing Pokemon Go all the time, which is kind of cool. People getting out and active. All right, mile 29. Basically from here, I think I got about maybe 2.25, 2.4 miles. Check in. All right, mile 30 check in. We are on the biggest climb of the day, which is Fabic and Fabic Nature Preserve, which is a true gem in Fenton. There's a couple fishing lakes, trails, this road that's no vehicles are allowed, a lot of families walking and hiking, and this is probably part of every one of my runs. It's beautiful up here. Like I said, some hidden trails back here too. We are about 1.5 miles from the house, so I will check in at mile 31 and then at home, hopefully with a couple of pups and 3 beautiful ladies waiting for me. Check in a mile 31, and we are in the neighborhood, about less than a half mile from the house, and freaking awesome day. Tell you what, pumping some tunes on the roads got me through those last 6 miles or so, as well as knowing I'm close home. This has been a blast. I'll check in when I finish.
31.6 from the arch to the house. Way to go! Woo! There's your finish line. Woo! Go through the finish line.
Thanks, guys.
You gotta go through it, Daddy. Go through it.
Oh, I gotta go through it?
Yes.
Ready? So I dropped the ball on recording the finish, but I had the whole neighborhood watching, which was pretty amazing. So I kind of just decided I wasn't going to record with neighbors out, but the family wrote on the whole road notes to me as I was coming in. My girls made me a finish line banner. They took medals from other races and had them for me. The neighbors were cheering for me. It was incredible. I had such a blast today. I encourage anyone to get out there, and it doesn't have to be a 50K, but you know, we're all trying to find things right now that are exciting, different. It's the time to do something that's not a race that you've always wanted to do. And I can tell you that running from the arch to my house was amazing. I saw sights and different parts of the city that I typically wouldn't get to see, and that was a really neat experience. So take this time when we're not able to run with other people, when we're not able to do races, to get out there and come up with something fun for yourself, to give yourself a goal to do. And if that's running from a monument in your city, like I did from the Gateway Arch all the way home, put a course together. Doesn't have to be 50K. Maybe it's a half marathon. Maybe you've never run that far. I can tell you that when you have a loved one that you live with drop you off 30 miles from your house, guess what? You got to run 30 miles to get to your house. You're going to get it done. So use this time to to maybe push yourself to a new goal, and have fun with it. Take pictures, take videos. I had an absolute blast today. There's nothing better than finishing at your house with your girls and your neighbors cheering you on. It was incredible. So hope you guys enjoy this video. Sorry that I didn't get footage of the actual finish, because it definitely should have been in there. It was amazing. And keep having fun, keep training, keep pushing yourself. All right? See ya.